totally full of surprises. You know, it's like every 20 seconds is a gift of some kind of neat kind of experimental, you know, this sort of a found sound aspect to it, a little bit of sampling, sort of crazy, silly stuff, zany stuff, and then at the same time some real grooves coming in there, and like I said, there's that one little section that was just downright profound. When I heard it, I just kind of melted into it. It's like, whoa. The interesting thing I also want to say is, as someone who's been in bands, it's great to have diverse elements in a band, because what makes a band is when you got a bunch of guys and they all have sort of a general interest maybe in common, but at the same time they all have their own little interests that are really different and diverse. So they bring that all into the band. And for me, I'm very melodic, and I would love to be partnering up with someone from this band who would sort of rebel a little bit from being too structured, because I can get that way. And it's a bit hard to get me out of it. But music really does need to be shaken up and, you know, sort of rattled, you know. And this music is like, this music will shake you and rattle you in a positive way, because it just sort of, it's one of those, it's like a treatment almost. It's like if your life is getting boring and you need to get out of a rut, you need to have some, it's like, do something crazy. Here, let's do this, let's do that. And also there's so many textures in this band, it's interesting how they're going for this real bite-sized stuff. It just constantly, they're not standing still. It's just constantly moving forward, experiment, and that is such a blessing to the music community. There's always going to be some artists who are sort of quote unquote out there, right? And that's so important, because they help to keep the whole pot stirred, you know. Like, otherwise, here's a metaphor, cooking metaphor as a former chef. You know, if you leave your pot on the stove too long and you don't stir it up, things settle and they burn on the bottom. And this kind of music is like the spoon that comes in there, and extra spices, and well, let's bake it instead, or let's throw some roasted this or that in there. And I think if I ever did need to get out of a kind of a rut feeling, this is exactly the kind of music that's the remedy to that. You know, in anything in life, you just feel like you're in a rut. This is the kind of music you want to put on. I want to hear more, but I think that for the sake of the video, I thought that was a perfect length, and as an introduction to me, and to just whet the appetite for this Fantômas group. So I hope you enjoyed that react. There's so many more videos coming down the pike, of course, as usual: progressive rock, experimental rock, hard rock, metal. And guitar lessons we'll be getting back into in the summer, don't worry. It's just, that's just the way it goes. Spiraling out, it's Dean. Talk to you all later. Make sure you commit an act of listening, and leave a thumbs up and subscribe, and look at my Patreon page. Bye now.